I never imagined I'd be where I am now, standing in front of her house. You know, the one that started it all, the one that led me to this crazy idea. But let me take you back a few years, to when my life was normal, or at least I thought it was. Until she, the HOA Karen, decided to destroy it. The kind of woman who thought rules didn't apply to her, and that my family's house wasn't good enough for the neighborhood. And how did she do it? By wielding her HOA power like a tyrant. Spoiler, she messed with the wrong person. But stick with me. There's a twist you'll never see coming. It all started innocently enough. I was excited about our new home, settling into the suburban dream, until I met her, the self-appointed queen of the Homeowners Association. Her name? Karen. She had a problem with everything. The flower pots on my porch, the color of my mailbox, even the way I trim my hedges. Every tiny infraction came with a fine or a letter. At first I tried to reason with her, but it was clear. Karen didn't play fair. She wasn't just an annoying neighbor. She was out for blood. I should have known it was only going to get worse from there. The warning signs were everywhere, and that was only the beginning. What followed was a nightmare. Karen's HOA buddies joined in, sending fines that didn't make sense. My perfectly legal fence? Illegal. The tree in my yard? Too tall. A tiny paint chip on my fence? Code violation. I started getting threats about possible legal action. But here's the kicker. Karen's tactics went from petty to straight-up sabotage. I found my mailbox knocked over one morning. My yard flooded after someone tampered with the drainage. And every time I tried to fight back, she hit me harder. But you know how they say karma's a real thing? Yeah, it was starting to feel like it had a personal vendetta against her. But it wasn't over. Not by a long shot. I wasn't about to back down. She had made a mistake. A huge mistake. And I was about to turn the tables. That's when the plan started to form. You see, Karen thought she could take me down. But what she didn't know was I had something bigger in mind. I'd been doing my research. It wasn't just about fighting her petty fines. It was about removing her from power. I could feel the pieces falling into place. First, I bought a few properties nearby. Then the perfect moment came. The HOA election. Karen was desperate to keep her control, but with my newfound influence, I was ready to reclaim the neighborhood. As the ballots rolled in, I watched her confidence begin to crack. She didn't know who was behind it, but she knew something was shifting. And then it happened. The final vote came in. Karen's reign was over. Her house was sold. To me. And I didn't stop there. I bought up more properties in the neighborhood just to make sure no one like her ever held that kind of power again. It wasn't just the victory that felt sweet. It was watching her face when she realized she had lost everything. That was the moment I'd been waiting for. So what did I learn from all this? Never underestimate someone you think you can push around. Life has a way of bringing people like Karen to their knees, sometimes with a little patience and a very well thought out plan. What would you have done in my shoes? Drop your thoughts below. If you made it this far, comment "Justice served" for the ultimate power move.